Today's brief video, I want to take a moment and give thanks to that 20 to 27-year-old version of me for smoking weed, drinking beer, and consuming nicotine. In addiction recovery, there's often a lot of guilt and shame associated with past behaviors and actions throughout active addiction. And I'm here to tell you today, for most of you watching this video, you can let that guilt and shame go for one very good reason, and I'm going to explain exactly what that reason is in one moment. If you're new to the channel, my name's Dr. Frank. I'm the founder of AddictionMindset recovery coaching programs, which are dedicated to helping people quit nicotine, THC, energy drinks, and adult media content. If you check the pinned comment or the video description, you can learn more about our free and paid program resources, including one-on-one coaching and our flagship program that we're launching in August, Quitting Weed for Business Professionals. The reason why I want to take time to thank that 20 to 27-year-old version of myself struggling with active addiction is because despite substance use, that version of me got me and played a large role in the person that I am today, someone who's now sober of those substances for going on several years. That version of me that was smoking weed, drinking alcohol, consuming nicotine, achieved an 8-year degree in college, right? I have a doctorate in chiropractic. That version of me got through 4 parts of board examinations, although it did take 2 tries. That version of me built his first business. That version of me worked 4 jobs from 3 a.m., starting with personal training at a gym where I had to be there at 5 a.m. I lived about 45 minutes away from the gym, until 9 p.m. at night, wrapping up closing shifts at Vitamin Shop and retail. And when I wasn't doing those jobs, I was training at another gym and I was working on my practice. That version of me made some really good friendships that I still maintain to this day and had some really good times with those friends. Despite substance use, there was good times. I will say that. And that same person also got me through some really bad times, some really challenging things. Family struggles, family divorce, right? Politics and school programs that almost totally obliterated me when I was in my program. That version of me got me through all of those things. So now, here I am, eventually, deciding to get sober. And I'm so caught up, like so many people, in all the guilt and all the shame of how messed up certain aspects of my life were. My finances weren't great. My relationships weren't great. I had lied about a bunch of things in my life. And that addiction tried everything in its power to harness that guilt and harness that shame and use it to suck me back in. And this is often a very common cause of relapse for people when there is no reason for it to be. Because that version of me, despite the bad actions, actually was able to accomplish a lot of very positive things, despite substance use. Now, why am I going to swallow and all the guilt and all the shame and all the negatives that came out of that version of me? Because there were positives. Wouldn't you be more benefited acknowledging the positives and improving upon the negatives? Wouldn't that make a lot more sense? Wouldn't that take away that advantage that addiction has over you, potentially, that often results in relapse? I certainly know it did for me. There are so many people that I have worked with in this program, and I'll actually say a lot of them have been female, who are highly successful in their careers. They're very good parents. They're very good mothers. They're in happy relationships with their significant other. And they will call me and they will say, I am disgusted with the person I am because of my weed smoking. And the first thing I'll point out is I'll say, why? Look at all the incredible things that person, that version of you has accomplished. You're a mother. You're a businesswoman. You're an incredible significant other to someone else. Why? Why are you disgusted with yourself? Maybe you're dissatisfied with some of your current actions and behaviors, and maybe these current actions and behaviors are no longer serving you. But on paper, there's nothing to be disgusted about. There's nothing to be guilty about. There's nothing to be ashamed of. There's a good chance that the person watching this video right now has accomplished significantly more than their peers up to this point in time. And maybe not. Maybe you are in a position where you're really struggling and where life really is completely flipped upside down in a complete mess. Well, good news, you can only go up from there for the most part, except for some rare circumstances. But for most people watching this, because this is the crowd we appeal to, chances are you've done some good things. I am a fan of being hard on myself, okay? One of my favorite quotes by Rockefeller, be your own tyrant or become tyrannized by someone or something else. I am a big fan of being hard on myself and growing and development and all that stuff. But I'm also a fan of celebrating all the past accomplishments that I have achieved. No matter what state I was in, even if it was during a time in my life where I was a person that I wasn't proud of being. And I think doing this, practicing this, adopting this mindset, and letting go of a lot of that guilt and that shame, because there's no reason to have it for probably 75% of people watching this video, I think would serve you very, very, very well and make quitting a heck of a lot easier. That's just a hunch. Because a lot of people here right now, they're not at a rock bottom moment in their life. They're at a moment, though, where they know they can do better. If you wind up enjoying today's content, be sure to check out the pinned comment to learn more about our free 7-step guide to quitting smoking weed. You can learn more about our flagship program, Quitting Weed for Business Professionals. We do live Q&As every Monday night up until the launch of the program in August. And then you can learn more about our paid one-on-one addiction recovery coaching programs. For each of these programs that are not free, we do have payment plans available. I'll see you guys in the pinned comment, or I'll see you guys in the video description. I hope this helps. I hope you take it to heart.